Tip number 1. Turn up the volume. When you can't see any troops, you have to rely on other senses, and the most important one is hearing when each troop spawns. If you've played Clash Royale for a while, you'll be able to tell which troop makes each sound, and you'll have no problem imagining what goes on in the dark. Number 2. You need to remember what has already been played. Keep track of all the troops and their location in the arena when everything is still visible, and try to keep track of everything played during the blackouts, so you can play just as effectively with the lights out. Number 3. Play with a deck you're comfortable with. If you're used to playing with one deck, it will be easier to use it in Blackout too. Personally, I went with Splash Yard, my best deck, but you can have success with many decks, especially quick cycle or bait ones, like Minor Wall Breakers, Goblin Drill, Mega Knight, or Log Bait. Number 4. Try to avoid playing cards on the sides of the arena. These are the only tiles that are always visible, so you make your opponent's life easier by playing your cards there. Number 5. If you can, avoid your troops taking damage. If something is at full HP, then there won't be a visible health bar above them. That means your opponent cannot be sure about where your troops are. Number 6. Avoid using spells during the blackouts. Unless it's a good elixir trade, using spells can be tough when you don't know the exact troop and tower's locations. Sometimes it's better to wait a few seconds than completely missing your rocket or poison. Number 7. Use cards that spawn on towers. Cards like Goblin Barrel, Goblin Drill, Miner, and Graveyard are especially hard to defend when you don't see their animations. Tricky barrels when the lights are out go crazy. Number 8. Practice. You can use the Blackout event as a warm-up for the Blackout challenge to get used to the mode and have better chances at the challenge. Number 9. Remember that no evolutions are allowed in this game mode. This means you can't just play any meta deck and expect it to work. Changes may be needed to account for the lack of evolutions. And lastly, number 10. To increase your chances of winning any Clash Royale challenge, you should subscribe for more tutorials like this.